Today we're going to talk about the Winchester house. Unfortunately, not this Winchester, and not that Winchester either. Instead, we're going to talk about Sarah Winchester's mystery house. Sarah Winchester was the widow of William Wirt Winchester, who was the heir to the rifle company. Sarah had a few rough years. She lost her daughter, her father-in-law, and then her husband a year later to tuberculosis. She went to see a medium in Boston, and he told her that she was being haunted by the ghost of the victims of the Winchester rifle. He advised her to move west and build a house, a really big house, because the minute she stopped constructing, apparently, the ghost would get her and she would die. So she bought an 8-bedroom farmhouse in San Jose, California, and turned it into a 24,000 square foot manor. The story has it that Sarah hired 13 carpenters to work for 24 hours straight in shifts to keep building the house. Although, in Sarah's letters, she does mention dismissing them for months at a time, so, history, folklore, sometimes the two don't match. Winchester has 161 rooms, one of which was just discovered last year, 13 bathrooms, 47 fireplaces, 17 chimneys, 6 kitchens, 2 basements, 10,000 windows. That is a lot of house. Not only that, it has doorways that open to nothing, doorways that open to 2-story drops into the garden or 1-story drop into the kitchen. It has stairways that double back on themselves 6 or 7 times to go up about 3 meters. It has stairways that reach the ceiling and then do nothing else. It's kind of awesome. She designed a maze of a house to confuse the spirits. She slept in a different bedroom every night for the same reason. Or she had a really big house with lots of really awesome bedrooms and wanted to try them all out. There was a seance room at the top of the house and she had the only key. There was 1 entrance and 3 exits. This was done by having doorknobs on only one side of the door. And it was said that at midnight a bell would ring. It would summon the spirits. She would go into her seance room for about 2 hours and then ring the bell again to dismiss the spirits. Sarah loved the number 13. There were 13 bathrooms in the house. Many of the ceiling panes had 13 panels. Many of the windows had 13 panes as well. The greenhouse had 13 cupolas, and some of the stairways had only 13 steps. She loved the number 13 so much that her will was written in 13 parts, which she signed 13 times. In 1906, an earthquake damaged the first 3 stories of the house and trapped Sarah in the Daisy bedroom where she'd been sleeping. She decided it was a sign from the spirits who were displeased because she was nearing completion of the house. So, being cagey, she boarded up those 3 stories, never finished those bedrooms, and went on to build other bedrooms. That meant the house was technically always under construction. Construction began in 1884 and continued until September 5th, 1922, when Sarah Winchester died in her sleep, in her bed. Probably not eaten by ghosts. Maybe not by ghosts? The house was bought by the Brown family, who were a carnival family, and they started giving tours, which led to some of the more colorful stories. Harry Houdini himself visited the house in 1924, and he was the one who gave it the nickname of the Mystery Winchester House. So is the house haunted? Is it an eccentric dream meant to confuse the spirits? Or is it just a really cool artistic house from a woman who had a hell of a lot of money and a really good imagination? So she's a woman, she's living alone, she's extremely wealthy, so of course she's gotta be crazy. This is my judgy face. So whether or not it's haunted, whether it's art, whether it's clever marketing, and even without Dean Winchester and Sam Winchester, the Mystery Winchester House is awesome.